NYIT is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk County's Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Peck, and the award-winning LI News team. Good evening. I'm Ken Eckhart, and here's what's happening. Suffolk County authorities have identified the remaining 3 bodies found along Ocean Parkway near Gilgo Beach. Officials say the bodies were identified as 3 women who worked as prostitutes or escorts and advertised their services online. One was from Connecticut, another from the Bronx, and the third, Amber Lynn Costello, was from North Babylon. Last week, authorities identified the first of the 4 women as that of a missing Craigslist escort from Maine. District Attorney Thomas Spota said today the deaths may be the work of a serial killer. Officials say the women were believed to be killed elsewhere and then dumped along that stretch. Well, if you had to go outside today, you know it was a bitterly cold day, with today's high only in the teens. And the American Heart Association says that kind of extreme cold can lead to hypothermia, which occurs when your body can't produce enough energy to keep internal organs warm. They add hypothermia could lead to heart failure. So health professionals are advising people who must spend time outdoors in extremely cold temperatures to dress in layers, wear a hat and a scarf, and avoid alcohol. Meanwhile, Long Islanders we spoke with today told us how they feel about the frigid temperatures.
It is freezing. I'm totally bundled up, thank God.
It's much more colder than last year and all of last season, really. So I'm hoping in the next couple of days we might get a little bit more warm.
It's January and we live in the Northeast. Nothing more we can do about it.
The Heart Association says if you experience mental confusion, a lack of coordination, or shivering and sleepiness, you may need medical attention. Doctors say the elderly are especially at risk for hypothermia because they may be insensitive to cold conditions. Nassau County Police say an arrest has been made in connection with the stabbing death of a man in Hempstead Village this past September. Police say the 27-year-old victim, LeJeff Thomas, was found stabbed along Terrace Avenue back in September and died of his injuries about a month later. Well, now police say 30-year-old Alfonso Howard of Hempstead has been arrested in connection with that crime. He is facing second-degree murder charge. A Long Island man is now facing 15 years to life in prison for a shooting 2 years ago that killed a man in Wyandanch. The victim was reportedly standing with a group of about 10 people outside a home on Irving Avenue in Wyandanch when 25-year-old Rudolph Bisnouth of Wheatley Heights fired a semi-automatic pistol into the group, killing a 45-year-old man. Bisnouth was convicted of second-degree murder by a jury in a court in Riverhead on Friday. The Suffolk County District Attorney's Office said a family feud sparked that violence. New York Jets fans are putting their Super Bowl dreams on hold at least for another year. Disappointed fans say the team showed promise in the second half of the game last night, but not enough to win the AFC Championship. Pittsburgh led 24-3 in the first half and held on to win 24-19. We spoke with Jets fans today about how they're feeling the day after.
I'm hurt. That's bad. What happened? I mean, you know, it's a tough game. They did what they did, but...
Still proud. A little disappointed, but still really proud.
But you got to give them credit. They came back and they almost pulled it out. And I'm still proud of them.
The Steelers will face the Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl in Dallas in just 2 weeks. A vehicle left with its engine running, lights on, and music playing tipped police off to an unusual situation in West Hempstead. According to Nassau County Police, officers observed the vehicle with its door open early yesterday morning outside a business on Woodfield Road in West Hempstead. Officers say 24-year-old Wilder Maryland of Lakeview was observed inside the building but denied owning the truck. Further investigation concluded Maryland had operated the vehicle under the influence of an alcoholic beverage. Police say they also found a loaded gun on the seat of the truck. And while being arrested, police say Maryland fought with officers. Charges include weapon possession, DWI, and resisting arrest. 2 people have been arrested and charged with assaulting a woman in Suffolk County parking lot and stealing her purse. Suffolk police say it happened Friday afternoon in the parking lot of the Sun Vet Mall on Sunrise Highway in Holbrook. Police say 40-year-old John Walsh of East Setauket went up to the 67-year-old victim and asked for directions. When she began to help him, he allegedly grabbed her purse and got into a car driven by 41-year-old Vicky Samso of Mount Sinai, and the 2 of them escaped. An investigation led to the arrest of the 2 on robbery charges. Well, sometimes a little education goes a long way in helping people adopt healthier lifestyles. And as Carol Pack reports, nutrition and exercise were the lessons of the day recently for some Long Island high school students attending their school's health fair.
This is torture. These Long Island students are having fun while getting motivated to lead healthier lives. They're doing it at a health fair at Calhoun High School in Merrick, where they're learning how to choose healthier foods, get exercise, and relax. The health education teacher says you've just got to make the right choices.
Some people just are not gym oriented. They don't want to go to the gym, and that's how they feel they should have to work out, and they don't want to be on a diet, and that's how the only way they feel they can lose weight. And it's really, if you just make better choices out there and put, better foods into your body, better nutrients, that it's going to work out beneficial to them.
Some students got massages to reduce tension, while others enjoyed a nutritional snack with less sugar.
I certainly like learning about the healthy foods because you learn different ways of foods that are just as good. They taste just as good, but they're a lot better for you.
This student spoke with us about some of the lessons being taught at the event.
Things that are better for your body, educate a person why smoking is terrible for you. I think that's so important.
Students participated in games and activities and say while exercise is key, it's just as important to keep your mind active.
Well, the booth that I'm running, I came up with this brain teasers idea where you can just keep your mind in check also. It's not only about eating healthy, it's about living a healthy life.
I think that the health fair is a great thing to do because it really informs people about their health and what to do to keep their body in shape.
For LI News Tonight, Carol Pack reporting.
It was an up day on Wall Street today. The Dow finished the day up 108 2/3 points. NASDAQ was up 28 points, and the S&P was up 7.5 points. NYIT's LI News Tonight continues after this.
Nassau homeowners who disagree with their property tax assessments can learn how to challenge them at a workshop at the East Meadow Public Library on Thursday, February 3rd at 1 p.m. For more information, call 516-794-2570. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of women. Wear something red to raise awareness of heart disease on National Wear Red Day on Friday, February 4th. For more information, call the American Heart Association at 516-450-9111. See a screening of My Spectacular Theater about a man who finds refuge in a Beijing movie theater for the blind at Abilities in Albertson on Saturday, February 5th at 8 p.m. For more information, log on to www.realabilities.org. Or celebrate the Chinese New Year at the Ward Melville Heritage Organization Cultural Center in Stony Brook on Sunday, February 6th from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. For more information, call 631-689-5888. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight@nyit.edu.
In Melville, J.B. Buno, LI News Tonight.
In Bethpage, Stephen Katove, LI News Tonight.
At Belmont Park, Sophia Allen, LI News Tonight.
These are just a few of the people who have been reporting the news for LI News Tonight over the past year, and you could be one of them. Television news is an exciting and challenging career that could put you in the middle of what's happening. and in touch with the people who are making the news. A career in television news journalism can offer you the opportunity to work as a reporter, camera person, or videotape editor, or any number of behind-the-scenes jobs, including producing or manning the assignment desk. And it's a career that can be yours by joining the LI News Tonight news team. Produced at studios on the campus of the New York Institute of Technology, LI News Tonight offers television news internships that can earn you college credits and the possibility of being on the air in just a few weeks. LI News Tonight has been the jumping-off point for many local and national news professionals, and you could be next. Call 516-686-7952 for more information on how to enroll for LI News Tonight, and let us put you on the air. Some stories around the world today. Russian authorities say at least 34 people are dead and more than 130 wounded after an explosion ripped through the arrivals hall at Moscow's busiest airport. The state news agency says the explosion may have been caused by a suicide bomber. The airport is generally regarded as Moscow's most up-to-date, but its security procedures have been called into question. Back in 2004, 2 suicide bombers blew themselves up in midair, killing all 90 people aboard 2 flights. Last March, 39 people were killed in suicide bombings in Moscow's subway. And in 2009, Chechen rebels claimed responsibility for blowing up a train that killed 26 people and injured scores of others. Germany's leading medical association is calling on the nation's pharmaceutical companies to stop selling a key drug used for lethal injections in the United States. The only U.S. manufacturer of sodium thiopental has announced it's stopping production of the drug that's used in capital punishment. So the U.S. is turning to German drug companies as an alternative. But German doctors oppose the death penalty, and the health ministry is urging German doctors to acknowledge their ethical responsibility and not sell the drug to the United States. And Egypt is officially requesting the return of the over 3,000-year-old bust of Queen Nefertiti that has been in a Berlin museum for decades. The bust, dating back to the 14th century BC, tops Egypt's wish list of artifacts the country hopes to get back as part of a campaign to retrieve thousands of antiquities snuck out of the country during the colonial period and afterward. Germany has declined past Egyptian requests for the bust's return, saying it was in Germany legally and is too fragile to move. The bust is currently at a museum in Berlin. Egypt contends it was taken out with fraudulent documents in the early 20th century. A New York firm has won an international contest to design a highway wildlife crossing near Vail, Colorado. It's aimed at reducing the number of collisions between cars and wildlife like deer, coyote, and bighorn sheep. The winning design, announced yesterday, is for a broad overpass covered by trees, shrubs, and grasses to blend in with the landscape on either side of Interstate 70. And the Denver Post reports that the design by HNTB with Michael Van Valkenburg Associates would allow crews to build the overpass without shutting down the traffic. But it's reported Colorado doesn't have the money to build the overpass anytime soon. Well, as we said, we had a mostly sunny but bitterly cold day today. The high today was only in the upper teens. Tonight, scattered flurries with a low in the mid-teens. Tomorrow, chance of snow showers with a high up near 40. Wednesday, a chance of rain or snow showers, a high in the mid-30s. Thursday, morning clouds, then afternoon sun with a high just around freezing. And the outlook for Friday, mostly sunny with a high around 30. And that's it for NYIT's LI News Tonight. I'm Ken Eckhart. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.